Okay, it's the 1 o'clock turn, which is halfway through the first day, the 14th. And we can see what's going on. We can see we have the French 6th Corps working our way towards Leipzig. And again, of course, this day all the fighting is going on in the south down here. We can see that Napoleon's made progress and will be joining, you can see he's joining the battle shortly. We'll see what's been going on. Okay, as we can see from this shot here, that the Prussians, Clyde's Corps, had made some progress. It's been expensive for them, but made some progress, and they do actually have part of Markkleeberg village under control. However, we can see that the French have charged. We've had the Prussian cavalry have fallen back. We've got the row of guns here, hopefully going to protect them. Big problem we're having is with the fatigue. Okay, this was up to 10 a minute or so ago, which means it's 2 morale drop, which is one reason why the cavalry didn't really hang around very long. But hopefully the guns and the difficult terrain down here should save them from those 5th Corps cavalry, because most of the French Corps that hold this area are in quite sort of a bad way at the moment. They will recover shortly, but they're in quite a bad way. But really, the Prussians, they're going to have to pause on the attack, and have to halt the attack, because this fatigue is just too much. You know, they move again at full value or do another assault. They're back up to 10 again. That's 2 morale drop, which is just crippling, really. Over here, the Russians have moved forward, trying to take this village here, Wachau, I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm not really making much progress. They've been assaulting the village for a while, and this unit in the middle, they've managed to get some odds of, wow, it's not 2-1, but I think they've got 1-1 odds on that now, so they're just hoping they can do something. But the +2 morale, tough getting the guys out of there. They're going to carry on the attack for another turn or two and see how we go. But we'll see. I mean, they are, you know, the French are being whittled down a little bit, so we can see. We have the Cossacks over here. Well, I mean, they were in the range of some guns over there. You can see a few have fallen back. They were really there to watch out for the cavalry over here that weren't committed a few turns ago. Not sure which way they were going to go, but they've obviously committed themselves here. And they've got a post-charge marker, and there's not a lot of charging going on next turn. These guys, you see, counter-charged. No, they failed their counter-charge, didn't they? They were charged, fell back, and in their turn they've moved back behind the gun line. Where it was all happening, we can see it's changed quite a bit over there now. The Austrians were in all sorts of terrible, I mean, there was, I think last video I posted, we didn't have a single good order guy left. However, the French, as we can see here, their morale, their fatigue just went up and up and up. We can see they've recovered a little bit now, but they've got to the 10, which is 2 fatigue drops, and just things were just failing morale left, right and centre really. So they've fallen back, which has given time for the Austrians to begin to get some units together. Got some thing there. Problem with there's a couple of routed units, and there's one over there at the moment. It'd be quite difficult to get back. There's no great Austrian leaders there that are going to give anything more than a 1. Those little red numbers are 1 morale benefit. So that's where we are at sort of 1 o'clock. And it's sort of coming towards a sort of a natural pause at the moment due to fatigue. The Austrians can't really go forward. The French haven't got much. They could commit the Polish Corps. Yeah, they could commit the Polish Corps. The thing is that it's this row of guns here, just making it very difficult for the French to really go against that. And it's taken all morning for these guys to make progress. They're just fighting in that difficult terrain. It's just just tough. I think the French are pretty much going to control this area here. I doubt if they'll be charging at the guns. So I imagine these guys will pull back shortly. I mean, they're not going to go charging over it, not just too much guns. And I really do want to try and keep the French cavalry as much as possible together for as much of the battle as possible. Obviously, it was a very famous cavalry, historically, cavalry exchange on this day, which has happened more over in that area over there historically. So really the French are waiting for this corps to turn up, but that's going to be another couple of hours. I mean, they're not going to get there to near the end of the day. So I think what's going to happen here is this is going to just quieten down now. We'll see if someone can make some progress. Definitely, like the French would like to knock the Prussians out of Markkleeberg, but it's about the only progress the Allies have made today, so they're going to try and hang on to that. I mean, even if some orders are issued over to the Polish corps here, so it'll be 1:30. Get the orders, probably more like 2 o'clock because we're a long way away from the army commander over there. 2 o'clock, move into 3, half 3. It could be about half 3 or 3 o'clock before they finally get their attack together there. So yeah, by that time the Prussians should have got their fatigue down by a fair bit, I imagine. I don't think the Russian attack's going anywhere here. Attempted to bring the guns forward, but maybe not with the cavalry running around. Don't really want to limber them up at the moment. I think pretty much that area over there, around those 3 villages, that is sort of come to a natural conclusion. I think those 2 forces are just be licking their wounds. Obviously, what Napoleon coming along, he definitely helps with the morale. He's a fantastic guy at getting guys back in a line. So I'm pretty sure when he comes here, clear these guys up quickly if they're not there already. So maybe they'll be able to put an assault forward. Maybe they'll be able to put an assault forward. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Okay, so that's where we are. Just leading up to the 1 o'clock turn. A quick look at the loss charts to see what's going on here. There's Victor's Corps. Okay, they're the ones we just looked at, defended around Markkleeberg. Taking a fair few casualties, not too bad. Can see why the 9th Corps, okay, they're the ones that were attacking over here. You can see them. You can see why that attack's faltered. A lot of casualties being taken there. Allied losses. Well, the Russians have taken a few, but not very much in their assault so far. And same with Kleist's Prussians. Okay, their fatigue is not great at the moment. They actually haven't taken that many casualties. The Austrians, well, you can see some of their better units, which are these guys at the top here, smaller units, better units, have lost 2 complete units there. So first division is pretty well mauled. These are these big conscript groups here, so they do run away, but there's a lot there to get through. Lost a fair bit of artillery though, okay, which is a bit of a worry for them. There's some other people have lost some artillery. Some I forget what they were now. There's a few artillery pieces have been lost. I haven't actually lost some of that. I think Victors have been reduced a fair bit. So, oh yeah, there's one lost here. So there's a few French guns are missing, but loss of those Austrian guns isn't great. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're up to. Halfway through day 1.